Your thoughts are like the curators of your world. They construct the foundation of every experience we encounter. And I want to share mine with the world. These are my thoughts. I just recently watched a video with the beloved brother, Young Jeezy. Perk by the pound, goose by the fifth. Hey, re-up on the first and again on the fifth. Hey, okay, I'm done. The trapper died, nigga. Whoa. All right, I'm done. So, I've been on a journey, and it's been really an interesting one because people that really know me know how I've always been a person of options. And I was always taught from a child that you're only good at your options, especially when it came down to women. So I've always been determined to, determined to make decisions that was only for me in a lot of cases. They say cheating is a form of selfishness, especially when you have options to abort. But I've never looked at it as a thing that I need to abort the scenario or the situation. I just need to fulfill what I need that is missing. And that will be the remedy to the issue. And I can keep having the relationships that I've been having and stuff like that. But then it became a point where it was to a nauseum. Like it was just, if the opportunity was there and it was all good, I'm going for it. Like, just what it is. I'm gonna make it happen. Like, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm feeling. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I don't give a fuck shit good. I don't give a fuck shit bad. It just got to that point for me. And some of it was, just to have a good story or just to have a good adventure or just to see what happens, because we all know that bad decisions make the best stories. I have a lot of my friends are married, so I know verbatim that they have told me that they look forward to what I be having going on, because me, I'm just out there with it. So I guess it's never been I never looked at the karma aspect because I have my own views about karma. And that's a whole nother story. I never I never just looked at like the impact. And I guess that I'm older. I guess I've been having a lot of revelations, especially over like the last 2 years, that, just how much damage, you know, certain actions that you make cause in your life, and perceptions that are untrue. But it has to be true based off of what your actions, because your actions speak louder than anything. So I just been on a thing, just trying to be a better person in regards to those things. And there's been a lot of times where it's been a struggle. Like, I never put no onus on myself about anything as such. But it's always been, shit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Just, but I never really like just homed in on just like the overall picture. And a lot of things I do in my life, a lot of my occupations and titles requires me to look at the big picture. And I guess I've always been like nervous to like really see what it feels like to just actually not engage or indulge, because I've done it my whole adult life. So that's all I deal with. That's all I know. That's all I did. And just trying to change and turn a new leaf. And for me, it's very scary, because it's like you can still do everything and line up everything right, and it still comes to nothing. And I guess that's always been the thing that I've always been fearful of. Like you can be this stand up guy, and follow all the things, and you still get egg on your face. But I know that's just how the game rolls sometimes. But I never wanted to be in a space to where I'm doing these things and that shit happens, because I've seen it for a very long time in my life. And I'll just leave it at that. I won't get into that. So, but I want to be a better person in regards to that, and especially with some of the things that I'm involved in my life now. A lot of these things in my work life, my love life, are probably some of the most important things that I have in my life ever, outside of course, my son and everything that involves around him. But it's definitely always just been something that I always wondered about. Like, I got homies that, what I'm saying, that, I got homies that walk that line, and it seems like they have a blissful time. And, I guess as time went on, I've became more and more like intrigued on like how that feels, because I know a lot of it comes with the partner that you have and how much your partner is invested in you, as well as you invested in them and everything that's going on with them. But just a few people that 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 is in my life with that type of bliss and glee and all that good stuff. I always thought that was cool. And I, like, as years went on, I just started to have these thoughts about how that used to bother me, like, because I was just like, all my relationships been tumultuous in some form or fashion. And I know some of it has to do, of course, I always hold myself accountable for what I contribute to issues. I never had an issue with that. But I just always wanted to be in the space of just understanding that that could be something that might be the most beneficial thing that I can have in my life or have going on in my life. And sometimes now I just feel like the way things are happening, sometimes I feel like I know a lot of things can occur based off situation and you know, what you're going up against with the person, sharing idealities and all that stuff. But I guess I just been in a phase that I'm just trying to do better than what I've been doing. And I don't know what compelled me to start doing this, but I'm just saying whatever I feel and what's on my mind. And this is this day, that particular video from the brother really made me just think about just like how I got to this point from where I used to be. And everybody know me that I always got a lot of shit going on. I'm always doing a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially working. And I never really have a time to really like just process things the way I would normally do. So I'm just trying to just walk this new thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, like this shit crazy. Like it's weird, it's foreign. Some days I struggle with the fact that, if my partner is just not you know how sometimes you just want to just deal with your day, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to have all that interaction. You want to touch base, but most of the time you just want to have your day, because I always believe in individuality, whoever you fucking with. Like I always believe in that. Like even though we rocking and shit like that, you still got your own individual life that you still need to have, because that makes you you. I've always believed in that. Like no matter who I fuck with, no matter what status we are, I always believe in individuality for yourself, because I never want nobody to lose themselves in the fact of a relationship or any type of partnership or any type of bond or whatever. I always promote that. But I've always been, I guess this is part of the selfishness I always had, is just like, all right, you might be on your individual shit, so my individual ass is about to go get some energy from somewhere else so I can just feel what I need to feel for the day. Because sometimes you got to understand that shit ain't available. And I guess I never understood that even though your partner might not have the availability to give you what you want, that doesn't mean they don't love you. That doesn't mean they don't fuck with you. That don't mean that, like, and that used to make me feel that way. So I need to fulfill that in my way, since they're not available to do that shit. I don't know where this is going to go in regards to how I'm just doing this monologue spill and shit or whatever, but it's just my thoughts, man.